So I know in Mythbusters you guys use a lot of technology, both new, like the stuff from NASA, and old, like how you guys built the Watcha for one of your awesome episodes. So I'm wondering which piece of technology was your favorite?
This season, the flying guillotine, old technology.
Yeah, that's comes from a 70s kung fu movie, Master of the Flying Guillotine.
And this thing is designed, it's like a ring. You toss it on somebody's head. It's got a bag. It deploys these blades when you pull a chain and cuts the head off. And we each had to come up with our own flying guillotine.
Yeah.
I'd have to say on our end that while it's not quite as exciting, it's telling about the stuff that gets us excited, and that is that in the early days, the problem was often testing or being able to get accurate measurements with what we were doing. And given the fact that in many cases what we were doing involved something so destructive that it would destroy any testing equipment, that was a problem. And so we had to make our own. We improvise, things like balls of glass filled with, red paint or something. But these days, we've been a lot more successful with instrumentation. We've gotten a number of companies involved that actually have sensors that occasionally we destroy, but we've learned how to very carefully place them, and we're actually getting good, solid data on some of these destructive things. That's exciting.
Yeah, there's a moment at the end of Dive to Survive aired, didn't it? About where we do, yeah, Dive to Survive. There's a moment at the end of Dive to Survive where we had saved all the data on set. Jamie and I didn't get to see any of the data until the final reveal. And we sat down, and our guy with the instrumentation crunched all the numbers, and he showed us this flow chart. And the data was so beautiful that I believe I pounded on the table. I was like literally pounding the table with joy over numbers. And that's thrilling.
Yeah, this is primarily coming from National Instruments, and they have a guy that actually knows how to do this stuff instead of us, buying a box and trying to figure out how to make it work ourselves.
But there are still situations where we describe what we want to do, and the sensor instrumentation people go, "You want to do what?" That technology doesn't exist yet.
Well, it's usually that, most sensors are designed for human safety, which means at the point at which things are no longer safe for a human, the sensor doesn't need to measure anymore. The sensor says, "Get out of the room" at this point. We want to know, well past get out of the room point, we want to know the body separated into several large chunks point. And yeah, that's the sensors often can't handle that.
Yeah.